Everyone, my name is Sally. I come from China. It is a small city called Xuzhou, and there are three reasons for me to come to the University of San Francisco. First, the environmental. I think the San Francisco weather was very good than Xuzhou, and it is warm, not hot, not cold, and San Francisco is close to the soil, and people in the city are very friendly. And second, I like this San Francisco school because I think my major in this school have a good important for me, and I think it is suitable for me to live in this city. My major is hospitality management. I choose this major for two reasons. The first reason is my family, because my mother have opened five-star hotel in last year. So this is first reason I choose this major, and secondly, because my favorite, I like to operate some restaurant or some hotel like this. And my mother side, if you like, this job, you can choose the hospitality management, and I want to talk three story about my life. And the first story, when I was born, I do not have some memories about my childhood. I just remember my mother and my father still together when I was 6 years old, and I still remember first time. I still remember the first time when I went to the primary school. The first class teacher, the master teacher, teach me about how to write a Chinese word, and after class, because I think my writing is supposed, so I just write 10 words. And after class, my teacher took me to show my mother, and he told to my mother, your doctor was don't like to went to school anymore. You should took care, went back home. And my mother said to me, you should give your choice to try, and I think you will be suited in this environment. And this is my first story when I was 8 years old, and I want to talk about the second story is when I was about 13 years old. At that time, my mother and my father was broken down, and they don't like their relationship don't like before. And I don't care about it because I think I'm a grown up, but I just a 13 years old child. I remember in that time, I spent all the time to buy the animation CDs and animation books, because my mother and my father didn't spend a lot of time to sit with me, and I always live alone, and my favorite hobbies is to watching the animation, and at this time my most dream is to be a driver to drive the animation, but I think it is so young because it's not very related, and after 5 years my dream have changed. And I want to talk the third story is my when I was 17 years old. It's the first time I went to the high school and and, and my master, I live go about in high school and I usually still time to sit with my parents, but I never feel sad because I think I feel freedom because my mother have given me a lot of strict when I went to school. So I think it's happy for me. But I think I'm wrong because family is important for every child. And when I was 17 years old, and my math class teacher let me to open a open a class meeting to talk about my parents with I. And I just hold a class meeting to talk about my thoughts when I was 14 years old and 16 years old, and talk to every student and their parents. Maybe sometimes we have some distance between my parents, but and also I have do a mistake since when I was 14 years old, and I very repressed for my mother. I am very sad. I cannot to listen to my mother's words, and I'm very repressed. But my mother forgave me and gave me and always forgave me. And I think every parents always love their children, whatever they are do. So as I know in at this time, we always have some thoughts from myself. So. I think my high school students should to learn, should to understand their parents' thoughts. I know we always have some special requirement for our parents, but I think we can improve our thought, and my parents can improve their duties, and we can have a good relationship between my mother and my parents and with I. And this class meeting changed me with my mother. My student, after meeting my best friend, told me that my mother was a great when I have this meeting. But I think because of this meeting, my mother with I have a good relationship. So I think this meeting can change other people's. So this is a third story I have talked about. And there are three stories I want to talk about my life. And I think they all have some important thing for in my life. This is why I choose these three stories.